Yes, 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 we've started. Ooh, lost my balance there. Gotta regain my credibility somehow. Three turns and twizzles. What's the same? What's different? Well, probably there's more the same than different actually with double threes and twizzles. But let's start with the difference. When we did double threes as a figure in this sport that we still refer to as figure skating, this is how we did a double three. So yeah, we'd mark our line here, show the judges what our intentions are. I'm making it easy for myself here, real easy for myself. Whew. Yeah, am I going to be super ambitious and do a double three, change double three? Yeah, the born show-off in me is kind of coming out. Now I'm going to try for stability at the beginning, which is the most difficult part. And so I twist my body and I untwist. And then I twist the other way and I untwist. And fail. Yeah, but the point is with double threes, we don't have a continuous rotation. And if you look in the ISU rule book under definitions, you'll see that a twizzle has to have a continuous rotation. So this is all about, I mean, I might even start with a full twist here in my planning and then do a nice smooth push on a curve and push on that curve and then arrest. I gotta control the rotation. I gotta be able to arrest that rotation. So it's just a rotation for the turn so that I can stay on the circle with the figures double threes. So yeah. Was that continuous rotation? It was smooth. Did that count as a twizzle? Am I rotating smooth even if it's slow? Yeah, well, you can decide, I guess. No, generally we have a idea in our head as to what a twizzle is, even without knowing what the definition is. We see twizzles all the time. Yeah, it's a continuous motion. And how do you do that? That's easy to say, continuous motion, continuous motion, continuous motion. Well, how do you actually do that? You do want the twizzle to be, like I've said before, let me just review a little bit, which is mostly what teaching is, as I've said before. Also, we want the same depth and curve and length to all of the arcs. The forward outside and the back inside, for example, should be all the same, and that would be a constant rhythm turning. And as I do that, I go to the very back of the blade and no further. So to the very back and then reverse and then quite a bit forward and then back, timing that forward and backward. Very subtle rock from front to back of the blade and no further, like not excessive rock. It's an important part of twizzles. It's also very helpful when you do a twizzle, actually, to start with very little rotation, because it's not really, I can just be gliding on an edge and still do a twizzle. Right, it's just because the edge itself already has rotation contained in it. So if I start on an edge in a wide position and then I go tight, it turns. Go from a wide position to a tight position. That's how you speed up rotation that's already contained in that deep edge. And yeah, I've had pretty good success at coming out smoothly and checking at the exit on one foot of these twizzles for you. That wasn't a good twizzle at all. This is not my favorite rotation direction. Yeah, not quite the poise on that one. But of course you can see if you rewind it, because I don't know if I can repeat it, no guarantees. If you rewind, you can see that to stop the rotation coming out, I'll do an easy twizzle for this one. Notice the deep edge coming out, deep edge, and then I can stop the rotation. Basically, to do a twizzle, another way of thinking about it is that you're basically just keeping your balance there. Yeah, the world happens to be going around as you're keeping your balance there, but you're basically just keeping your balance there. And doing that very subtle rock as you turn. So if you keep your balance like really well refined right there and just let it turn, it's gonna be true right to the end. Like if I can't repeat this, rewatch some of my first twizzles that I did. They stayed. There was no falling out of it. There was no attitude like it's over until it's actually over. So you got to keep it twizzling and in good balance if you want top marks right to the end of the twizzle. So deep edge. Yeah, I tried my hardest there to do what I was talking about and not be hypocritical, and I feel like I succeeded fairly well. Yeah, I practice every day so I can show as well as tell, because some of us learn by seeing, and it can be inspiring actually also watching somebody that has a lot of experience doing things. Is there anything I missed about twizzles and double threes? Doing these things very slowly. Twizzles are always fast, but if you slow your twizzle down, it's more difficult. Actually, it's more difficult to spin slowly. Very slowly, more slowly than that. If you can do a twizzle, I'm just telling you one example of the way we can break out of our mold as to knowing, oh, that's a twizzle, without stripping it down to its definitional fundamentals. A very slow spin, which we also don't see, or a very slow twizzle, very slow, super slow turning twizzle. Very, very difficult to balance on, difficult to do, and very creative as well. That's not a twizzle, that's a spin, but it's a slow spin and it's very difficult. Okay, So that is twizzles and double threes. Done.